Ellie, how was your day before you got the phone call? What was you doing?
I wasn't doing nothing. Me and Nikki was at the house. I'm chilling. I don't know what I was watching. I was on the couch. I was just talking to Malcolm. Loman called me. Well, I think I called Loman back. And all you hear, get the fuck up here, yo! What the fuck?
You sound just like him.
What are you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about? What's wrong? He's like, yo, I'm not fucking brief, get up here. I'm like, so I went a little panic, like, Nikki, get the fuck up. Yo, mom, like, she like, what? What? I'm like, Nikki, let's go. LJ, he moving slow as shit. LJ, put your pants on, let's go. You know he half naked every time you come over the crib. He, put your pants on. How the fuck? He like, I'm trying. So he put his pants on. I'm you know me, I'm trying to get up there quick as shit. I'm trying to drive all fast, but that shit was not working. It was like, I'm on a boulevard I'm like, this shit is not working. Like halfway to mommy house, this shit was like, I look at Nikki like, she gone. Before they even called me, told me she was gone. I'm like, she gone. So we get up there, get on mommy block. I see Michael walking down the street. I'm just basically getting confirmation from him. I'm like, Michael, what's up? He like, she going, dog. She going, yo. So we get up there. I start hitting the fucking stand. We're like, what the fuck? I was mad as shit. Like, what the fuck? LJ, he start crying in the back. We get out. I pick him up, go sit on them steps. There's like steps there. I don't know if that's a school. That school. There's steps like, we sit on the step. I'm trying to calm LJ down. He got me from stop crying. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stop crying. Look, we're gonna be a big boy. Come on, chill, stop crying. He stopped crying. Then I'm like, you gonna be cool. We go up there, walk up there, and I'm just looking like, they're like, go upstairs. I'm like, I'm not going upstairs. I couldn't go up there and see my mom like that, so I ain't even bothered to go upstairs. And then I'm out there, Sarah, crying, crazy. I was on the phone with you a little bit. You was crying. Mar was in the grass, going crazy, crying. But I was like, man, I'm all looking at everybody like, I'm thinking like, damn, Toy not here, Malcolm not here. I think Scotty, Loman, Michael was still outside. Then I think y'all was upstairs. The Lone came out. This crazy ass look on his face like, man, it's my fault. So I gotta hold him. Then I'm in the car with Sarah. I'm like, Monique was going, Monique was going crazy. So I'm like, Monique, she got a baby on, so you gotta you make her, you like a hype man. You going crazy. So she piped that shit out with more. I'm like, chill.
My sister was due in 6 days before my mom passed.
Yeah, so after that, Loman yelled out the window, yo, Ellie, come on upstairs. We gotta carry it downstairs. Man, that nigga made me cry right there. I'm like, bro, I can't go up there, yo. Can't go. I just couldn't go up there. I couldn't see it like that. And I'm like, Hot was up there. I'm like, Hot, please go up there for me, yo. Just go up there. I can't go up there, yo. He went up there for me. And then I was just sitting there talking, not even talking. I was sitting there with standing there with Bree and Nikki. Aaron over here rocking the car or something. Like Hawkman was about to carry the car on his back. He was moving this fucking car like this car was moving. So I'm like, I ain't know what to think. I was just like, man, my fucking Toy not here, Malcolm not here. I was just thinking about all y'all for real. It really ain't hit me something crazy. I was just like, I couldn't even really cry. I cried a little bit, but I really couldn't because I'm looking at it, trying to look at all y'all as one of the big brothers. Like, man, what the fuck? And then after that, we stayed up there for that most of the time. And then when on my way home, I was crying. And just days after that whole month, like I just stayed up all fucking night. Every night I was up. Couldn't go to sleep. I'm down there drawing shit. That's how I came up with the, my mom first initials ×7. Me and Mom got it tatted on our neck. That's how I came up with that shit. Just sit downstairs, just drawing shit, and crying in the middle of the night with nobody down there with me. Nikki didn't sleep. Everybody is dark. I'm watching TV, crying, just thinking. That went on for like probably the whole month. But after that, I was just, for me to cope with the shit, I was just like, I gotta be around y'all. Like I can't like close myself in, just basically hide. I gotta be around my family. You know, let's smoke some hookah. You know, and that's it. And then you know, I still got my kids, got my own family, and that's how it went. I really couldn't really be too mad. Me and my mom was cancers, and you know, I got her so much. It's just we all split images of our mom in different ways. We all got our mom in us.
So, quick question: do you feel like, because you and Nikki been together forever, so did you feel like Nikki showed up for you emotionally?
Yeah.
And she supported you through this whole process?
Nikki showed up for me big. Nikki showed up for me, you know, everybody make sure they check with me, like Chrissy, Bria, Chinny, you know, they was there because they had lost their mom also, or whatever. They lost their mom, Big Mama Jenkins. That shit hit home for me too. So I cried about that shit. And, you know, so we sort of been through that. I've been through that with her, and then now my mom passed away. She was there for me. And, you know, that's how we dealt with that.
Shout out to everybody that showed up that night. And shout out to everybody that came to the funeral. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I never really got to tell you that.
Alright, so we gonna move on to Scotty.
Yeah, that day.
This the second youngest, y'all.
That day, it was just going on regular. And around the time that I got the call from home, I was playing a game. I was playing 2K, and I instantly thought it was something wrong because he don't never call my phone. So I just ignored it though, because I was playing, you know, you can't pause the game and shit. But while I was playing it, I started thinking like, damn, like, this nigga don't never call me. What the fuck is going on? So he called me right back like 3 minutes later, 5 minutes later, something like that. And then I just put the joystick down, I answered the phone. But it wasn't him, it was my cousin, Renita. And then she told me like, well, in between that, I had got a text message. But I ain't look at it because I'm just tuned into the John. But when I talked to Renita, she was like, she told me what was going on. And then once I looked at the message from him, it said, it's mommy. Answer your phone and all that. And I'm like, I just started crying right there. And I was with my girl, and we really didn't know the circumstance. We didn't know it was death. We didn't know yet. So I just started feeling like something was really wrong. So I started crying. And then she asked me. I was getting ready to get in the Uber and go up there. And she asked me if she wanted to come with me, if I wanted her to come. I said no. And before I could leave, I just started breaking down crying again in the hallway. And she just holding me. And I ended up going up there, and it probably took 20 minutes. First person I saw was Aaron. He was standing over there breaking down. I just had to go embrace him, console him. And we both just cried right there, hugging and shit. And then I just went upstairs. Everybody was in there, and Yeah, but it was a pretty normal day. But back to like when he called my phone, I thought I'm like, it gotta be something wrong.
Yeah.
So I was instantly sad, but the rest just was getting upstairs and seeing her there and all of that. Just the whole big confirmation. Shit just ripped me apart. I'm sure like it did everybody else, but.
Yeah, it's like
That was basically how it went.
it's like you beat yourself up because you wish you was there. Like you feel like if I was there,
Yeah.
this wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? And it's like
Yeah.
it's not your fault. Like understanding that it's not nobody's fault.
Especially that too, because we wasn't really talking like on an everyday basis, me and her,
Yeah.
because we had went through a small fight, an argument or whatever about some nonsense. So we wasn't really talking or seeing each other like that. So that feeling,
So that hurt.
yeah, that like thinking like, damn, if I was there, maybe she would have been happy to see me. And it just would have offset whatever happened. Like, I don't.
Cause you didn't really know what happened, so your mind just start racing,
Yeah, you just start really
thinking of a million
like,
things.
yeah.
Like, it's just never ending. I feel like it's never going to stop. And it's like for y'all, you know, to have to see her lying on the floor like that. I'm glad I don't have that image in my mind. And even though I seen her over FaceTime, I couldn't imagine standing right there.
Yeah.
And I can't bring my mom back
I couldn't go.
to life. Like I already felt like I wanted to die driving home. So I could imagine if I was just right there looking at her, I would just wanted to die right with her. Like that was my everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like I really commend y'all for just being so strong and just keep trying to push forward. You know what I mean? Because this shit is hard, and I know this hard, and I want y'all to know that I'm here for y'all. And whenever y'all need to talk, call me, yo. Like, y'all need to talk, y'all need to just vent. I can just listen, I don't have to say shit. Y'all need a hug, nigga, pull up and give me a hug.
Fuck y'all paramedics too for taking fucking long as shit to get upstairs too. Bullshit motherfuckers.
Yeah, because they kept trying to say that it was COVID. No, she just got her COVID test. She didn't have COVID.
She wasn't catching no fucking COVID. Sure,
She wasn't.
I'm not going
Maybe they didn't take their fucking time getting up the steps because her heartbeat was normal. They said we kept her heartbeat up by doing CPR on her.
Yeah.
They said we kept our heartbeat beat up by doing CPR on her and shit. But these motherfuckers took so fucking long getting up the steps or even coming in there, taking their fucking time. I was seeing them out the fucking window, taking their fucking time to get up the steps. I ain't got ass for that.
And it's like in that moment you probably thought they was moving slow, but they probably wasn't. But your mind was just going so fast. It's like, why they ain't moving as fast as me? You know what I mean? But they had protocols. We was in the middle of COVID. You know what I'm saying? They had to do things that they had to do before they even came upstairs. So it's like we all want somebody to blame. But cardiovascular disease is to blame.
No, cause I seen. Shout out to my nigga Lee. I seen them out there cussing them niggas the fuck out because it was taking long. I knew it wasn't just me.
Yo, but
for that birthday.
it's I wanna you know give Aaron the floor right now. And when I seen Aaron, when I got home, and I just was like, this happened on his birthday. You know what I mean? And all I could think was like, now his day have to be this day. Like, this is what it's gonna be for the rest of our lives. And then I'm just like, you don't even know what to do for everybody. Like, and then me being the oldest girl, like, I want to be there for everybody. And in the beginning, I was trying to be there for everybody and putting my grieving to the side. But
That's really how I felt too. I was like trying to make sure everybody else is cool.
what was your day like, Aaron? And what was it like when you got the phone call?
I remember, I was working with Loam, right? So he was busting up all morning and shit. I get off and go home regular day. And I mean, we wasn't gonna do nothing special because Malcolm wasn't in town. So Malcolm like, damn, only man, I want to come home, man. I ain't going. They said, we're going to turn up this weekend, though. I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm sitting on the couch. I think Loam called me. Loam like, my mom not breathing. Get over here. Get over here. He said, I think she's going to die, cuz come on. I'm like, all right. I'm just like, the fuck. So I'm getting ready, get dressed and tell Bureau I'm going and shit. So I'm like, all right. The other called me. He said, yo, get over my mom. I was mad because Loam going through it. And I don't know what the fuck going on. So I hurry up. I speed, get down there, pull up. Come up the steps. So I just see Mike pacing back and forth. He just, what the fuck? Loam come out the room. I look in there, and I just turn back around. Like after that, I just was like, man, I ain't know what the fuck to think. Like I don't even fucking know. After that, everything else was just a blur. Like I didn't even cry at first. I just was standing there like, wow.
Yeah.
Like wow. Really? And I'm just asking God, like, damn, on my birthday. So like the whole time I'm just thinking like, why?
Yeah.
Like why? Like I'm not a brother, but I've been there since.
He your brother. He our brother. He our cousin.
Yeah,
my mom's sister's son.
Yeah, I live with him forever. Like I always live with him. You see them, you see me. If one or the other, I had my time with Mike, Scotty, Ellie, Loam, Toy. I had my time with everybody. 1-on-1 every day. So it was just like. And she always used to tell me, oh, you my son, you my son. You my son. She was like, all right, baby, you want to go to the store? Want some rice cereal? I'll show you go make me some rice cereal for my birthday. You know I got you. She used to text me all the time. I'm proud of you. She was the only one that used to say, tell me all the time. Out of my mom and dad don't even really do that shit. She will always text me, I'm proud of you. Look at the mouth. Get him in, like, if I get a job, get me a job. He need a job. You gonna get him in?
She really used to say
You gonna get him in? Alright, baby.
You told you that same shit?
No, she used to say
How many jobs did she actually
Get him in there.
Hey, yeah.
Alright, sure. She talking about tomorrow, make me some rice cereal. Shit, you know you love the rice cereal.
Rice cereal, our favorite shit,
Yeah.
yo.
Oh my God.
Alright, man. She just like. She was my mom, for real. Like my mom even know, cause she said it through an argument. Like she said, yeah, well, go live with your mom. Yeah, she know. Like it's not no hard feelings, but like it was what it was. Like I mean, I was Aunt Shirley's baby damn near.
Yeah.
And so for her to leave on my birthday, just like another reminder, like I'm always there for you. Basically, we gonna share this day forever.
Yeah. That's decent to think of it like that.
Sue hit him with the go over your house. That's your mom too, anyway.
Make room, Aunt Cheryl.
She really hit him with that though. Crazy.
Listen, and then like the grieving part, I don't even like. I separated myself from everybody, so it just was like I can't. Like what Malcolm said, and it hit home that next day we all was just sitting in the apartment building, and I couldn't look nobody in the eye. Like the moment I looked Malcolm in the eyes, I just felt everything.
Yeah.
All them times where
I would sit right next to this boy.
these motherfuckers would go to camp, and I'll be the only one at the house. It probably was Mike. I would think I spent that summer with Mike. Used to come down Grand Deck Street with me. Everybody went to camp, and she just like, come on, baby, it's gonna be alright. Wanna go to the store? Or when me and Wazir coming from the store and watch the lady, she like, what's up, my shirt? She hanging out the window smoking and say, hey, baby, I got some iced tea in the refrigerator, sweet ass iced tea. Shit. She got some iced tea. Can't wait for Malcolm and them come in. We gonna play some Madden and shit. That like, I don't know, man. That shit just was hard for me for real. Like I was just crying in my sleep. Like Bridget wake me up, you alright? I'm like, huh? She's like, you crying? I'm like, oh.
That crying in your sleep, like
I don't even know.
I wake myself up and I be bawling. like real life tears, but I'm dead ass sleep. But having a dream of that day, I'm crying in my sleep, but I'm really crying. I'm really crying though, and I wake myself up and I got tears, and I'm just like, that shit is crazy. Like I'm crying in my sleep.
Yeah, shit.
In real life.
Anybody, you know, the last dream I had about her is it was some crazy ass shit. I had a crazy ass dream. It's like Ellie passed away, then you passed away, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? I just felt so Malcolm passed away. That shit just was crazy as fuck, and I was just remembering the dream. I was just sitting there, just like, yo, what the fuck am I gonna do now? Like, like, just the thought of losing somebody like that, and it was like, again, and it was like, and I just woke up and I just was like, damn, thank God these be fucking dreams, because this shit be feeling real as fuck. Like, real as fuck.
Real.
Yeah, I had a dream in October. I remember because I talked to Malcolm. I told him what happened. I told him what the dream was about. I had been asking to see her because it's been 2 years since this time, and I've just been missing her. I asked to see her, just talking to God and stuff like that, because I ain't really had no dreams of her the whole time. And then I just started talking to God, like asking, can you show me her? And then in the dream, we was on Harrison Street, and we was in the back room, alley room, on the first floor. Probably odd, but yeah, he used to have a room on the first floor, and you could not be in a dream for some reason because it was your room. So it's me, you, and her laying on the bed in the back. But she just showed up, like it was just me and you. I think I was just crying in the bed. And then she just showed up in between us. And I was asking for help from God, just I was going through a tough time, and I just was like, you just help me, like, and talking to my mom too, like, can you just help me? And that's the one thing I can remember she said, like, let me take care of my baby, while she was in the middle of me and Ellie. Just, I'm gonna take care of my baby. And that was one of the dreams I had.
And it's so crazy because like you get not only dreams but signs, like that she's still around. Like you ask for a sign and she will give you a sign. Like no bullshit. No bullshit. But I feel like for me, my sister, she was pregnant, so she had her baby, and seeing him, cause my mom was so excited that one of her girls is about to, cause I have a daughter, but she's not my biological daughter, so she has a daughter that's actually pregnant, and you know, my mom was finna be the mother, the father, the grandmom, the grandpa. She was planning to be all of that, you know what I mean, for this baby. So it's like, in my mind, I'm like, my mom would want me to step up. So I'm like, dang, I'm about to have a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is about to be my kid. Like, I gotta look out for my little sister, you know, and me and my little sister, we don't be on the best of terms. You know what I mean? Just keeping it a being with y'all. But it's like, I knew she needed me. And I just put whatever I was feeling to the side and just showed up. And, you know, I was just there for my nephew. And it's like, I'm like, this is mommy. So I'm like, how when he was born into the world, I looked at it as a rebirth of my mom in this little human. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just so crazy that all my life when a baby is about to be born or is born, somebody dies. Like, somebody in my life dies, or somebody close to me family member or friend. It's just crazy, and I feel like she had to go for him to be born, and that's just how I look at it. And
I was thinking the same shit though. I was thinking the same shit though. For real.
but you know, just having to deal with that so soon, you know, my mind just going, and you know, I'm doing this, I'm being here for this person, being here for that person, and then after a couple months, I got burnt out. I'm like, my therapist was like, you have to grieve. This is your loss too. And I ain't got time for that. Like, I gotta show up for people. Like, I'm always showing up for people. This is what I gotta do. I gotta do it. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn. Now I really gotta show up for myself. Because if I'm not doing what I need to do for me, how the fuck am I showing up for anybody else? So once I start thinking about it like that, and I'm just like, you know, I really got heavy into my therapy, because even though I was active, the suicidal thoughts was daily. Like, it was every day, multiple times a day. And for me, when it comes to suicide, I know that I'm not going to do it because, one, I'm an overthinker, so I'm thinking about what if it don't work? You know what I mean? Like, you take all these pills, you just be sick as fuck, and you don't die. You know, you fucking shoot yourself, half your face blown up, but you're here now, and now you're ugly as shit. But like, you know what I'm saying? I think about all this shit afterwards. So it's like,
punches if I see you with half your face. Like, I'm like, man.
Like, so it's like that. Like those thoughts alone kept me from doing anything.
You mad as shit?
To myself.
Here.
You mad Two-Face.
But no.
Alright, this is not funny because people really do lose their lives.
Alright, I'm sorry.
But
no, suicide is not funny, and you know, I know people that have committed suicide. Rest in peace to them.
Mm-hmm.
But I just know that I couldn't do it because the thoughts of what if it don't was always a factor. And I feel like if those thoughts wasn't there, I probably wouldn't be sitting here. Because that's how constant them thoughts was.
I think my mom got a lot to do with that too, because I always say to myself, I said, my mom got through these things that she got through, having 7 kids. What the fuck can't I do?
Yeah.
What can't I do? So I don't look at it like, I be sad, but I don't ever look at it like I want to do shit to myself. I be like, man, I want to hurt other motherfuckers. Not myself, but. My mom was a strong individual, and like I always say, she was my first concrete road. So you know, I learned getting back, and yeah, you can be fucked up for a while, but the get back and how beautiful the get back is, and how beautiful you can really turn out, I get that from her.
And you just think about, what would my mom want me to do? Would she want me to just keep sitting here, just being sad, just let my life waste away? Or she want me to keep pushing forward and, you know, being proud and, you know, so I just listen to her. You know what I'm saying? I can hear her. I can still see and hear her voice. And I just go with that, and I just use that as my fuel on a daily basis. Like, my mom wouldn't want me to be like this. But I'm going to have my days where her voice is not finna do shit for me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, for the most part, that's what I just listen to her.
How skinny y'all got? Y'all got skinny?
No.
I ain't got skinny as shit.
Yeah.
I look back at the picture and I be like, ugh.
Yeah.
That grieving shit crazy. You don't eat.
Yeah.
And if you do eat, you ain't eating too much. You ain't seeing clearly.
You go through so much shit, like you can't even really explain all of it. It's just so fucking hard, like. But overall, man, I'm just happy to be a part of this family because we are together. My mom has 7 children plus 100. You know, because to my mom it don't matter if you was biological or not. Like if she's call you her child, you her child. That's how she gonna move for you too. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, she definitely moved the fuck for you.
She gonna move for you.
Hold on now.
Yo,
ain't playing some shit. Yeah.
No, for real though. Like she, now my sister-in-law, right? Can you explain the story when she went? Because her mom was going through some shit. Her mom wouldn't give her shit. So my mom went with her to break in the fucking house to get her shit. When I tell you, when my mom say that you are her fucking child, she's going to ride for you as her fucking child. You know what I mean? So
yeah, right over the gate, like, whoop. She said, Lexi, I'm gonna push you up. You gotta pull me over. I said, I got you.
She was with the
Y'all
shit.
dangerous as shit. I'm realizing that.
She's with all the goofy shit.
Cheryl was with the shit. And I'm always the one that's like, they won't call me for certain shit no more. Cause if I'm showing up, bitch, who wanna fight? What, like, shit is finna go down if I'm showing up. So they stopped calling me for shit. And my mom be like, Toy, you gotta calm down. You gotta get that anger in check. And then soon when she get mad, oh, I gotta calm down and get that anger in check. Huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, her, like when she get into her bag when she grinding you up,
Yo.
that shit ain't sweet. You know what I'm saying? I never really got grinded up that often, but I wasn't really that problem child that they have to be. Like them people like problems. Like me, I was like kind of laid back, cool. Never really got in trouble that much.
Not the class clown.
Alright, I take that part back. What I'm saying is that she was just a very one of a kind person that I don't think you'll ever see again. That love is like, it's hard to regain or it's hard to accept any other type of love. So like, you know, you can feel loved by your spouse, from your family, from whoever else, your best friend, your kinfolk, whoever you want to call them. That mama love is something else. Something else. And if you can't get that, and if you do have that, you need to take full advantage of it.
Yeah.
And
call your parents.
Yeah.
Hug on your parents. Like y'all do these bitches and these niggas.
Cause I low key get jealous when I hear somebody talking about, you know, I'm talking to
buy your mom some flowers.
You talking to your mom today?
Mom. No bullshit. Hold on, let me just say this. Like we on the road going up to Chicago. Now my girl, her mom was like, I just see her mom calling her like every, maybe like 20, 30 minutes. I'm saying like, dang, I don't even call my mom that much. Let me start making a habit of calling my mom every day. So I called her while we was on the way up there, and I'm like, Mom, what's up? She's like, nothing, chill. You know me, I ain't doing too much. Mom, what's going on with you? Nothing, Mom, I'm just gonna call you every day. She was like, you gonna call me every day? I'm like, yeah. She was like, all right, cool. But I ain't doing nothing. Just sitting here with Charles' ass. I'm like, all right, copy that. You know what I'm saying? So, the next day I called her, and she was like, Malcolm, I'm not doing nothing.
Just like her.
Like, I'm just like, I'm just trying to tell you about my day. What's going on with the job? She was like, okay, yeah, but I'm tired. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm like, all right. Fuck out of here then. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
then when she wanted to talk,
yeah, Bob, she'll come down to the crib or some spectating shit. Like,
I'm serious. Like, damn,
she was like popping up in the crib on some ironic, like not ironic, but like she was just popping up, like here, there, everywhere. But I was so much, you know, outside person. I was really hanging out with Javon for summer, and he had me outside a lot. So I never really called my mom that often. Like on the Sierra tip, she came down. Javon got me in trouble a lot too. She came down to the house and she just left me this voicemail. She's like, Malcolm, every time I'm down here, you not here. Like, what's going on? I miss you. I love you. I'm like, She like, well, I understand, but go ahead and do your thing. She always used to tell me I was doing my thing. I ain't even know what I was doing. But I was doing my day somewhere somehow. And, you know what I mean, I appreciate that. You know what I mean, but she came over one day and she was just like, what's going on with you? I'm just talking, man, chill. And she going in on me on something. On a conversation that I was like, I'm not ready to have this conversation yet. You know what I mean? She wanted to talk about something that kind of was bothering her and kind of was bothering a lot of people, right? So she was talking to me about that. But I just told her she didn't, you don't need to explain yourself to the past, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to explain yourself for that. I'm happy that you're here. You're such a great mom and grandmom, and I appreciate you. And she was just still pushing this. I'm like, okay, listen, I'll tell you this. Let me get rich. Let me get what I dream and what I go out here every day to get. Let me get to that, and we'll have that talk. But as long when I feel like I get you your house and you're able to do all the things that I want you to do, and you know kick the I'm scared to travel act. Because it was an act. Because I remember back in the day, she went to Maryland. She went to all them things.
I'm not getting on no planes. Not getting me on no planes.
That shit trauma. That shit.
Yeah.
That shit is real. I thought it was bullshit
Trauma.
for real. When I'm like, Mom, you don't want me to drive you around. You only going right here. I'm gonna drive you right here. No, I'm not getting in
She
the car.
rather get on the bus.
Bro,
She rather get on the bus.
she never allowed me to drive her home.
She would get in the back
But would like do the deep breath. Whew,
Well, yeah,
wanted you to know that she was tired from the walk. So I'm like, you tired? I'm gonna drive you home. Nah, you drive too fast. And then if you gotta get in the car, you drive, bro. You driving the speed limit, probably underneath the speed limit.
Oh, slow
When she do this right here,
She's in the back seat.
you looking around like, what the fuck? What's going on? You about to make me
in
crazy.
the car.
And this probably the only time me and my mom got into arguments because we in the car. And I'm like, Mom, I'm driving. I'm a truck driver. I'm safe. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. You ain't even see that kid, did you? I seen that kid.
You say, oh my God. You hit the brakes. You like, what?
I should have stopped playing with her.
You didn't stop
every
at
time
the
she
stop
do
sign,
get in my
though.
car, I know she be scared of shit. I said, Mom, hold on, Mom.
Catch the bus.
I was coming up to get her from your house. I pulled her. I said, Mom, come on, get in. She like, can you take me to Walmart real quick? And I'm like, and then take me home. I'm like, yeah, come on, Mom. I came up here to do these things. Come on, yeah. So I get in the car and whatever. She get in the car. My little takeoff was a little hard, like, so I hit the jaw. That shit started. She like, Mike, slow this bitch down. I said, Mom, I know it was just crazy how I pulled up, but I'm just driving. We got to the corner of the toy box. She said, I stopped. I'm fucking bad. You know she was carrying her little roller and shit.
Let me the fuck out right now. I get on the bus.
Where you going? Where you going, Mom? She's like, I'm about to walk to Walmart. It's only right there. I'll be good, sweetie. Go ahead. I know you busy. I know you want to go do something. Go ahead. I'm like,
Real man.
Yo, my mom will walk miles and miles and miles. She loved walking, yo.
Walking in,
Yo,
she walk
I
fast
just-
and
I
shit
just
too.
picked up-
She'll leave your ass a
I just
block.
picked up Noah, right? I just picked Noah from school yesterday. Now, it was kind of cold, not really cold, but it was cold enough that I had my little jacket and it was raining. So I'm walking to the car, and Noah like,
No,
I
it's
look
his
back.
oldest son.
I look back, he like, damn, like he trying to keep up with my walk and shit. And this the only time this ever was said. He said, I'm like, no, come on, walk up. He was like, Dad, you walk like grandma. I looked back at him like, dang.
Let's talk about the kids too, man, because people don't think that kids understand like death, and when they lose somebody close to them, like a grandma, these kids be going through it emotionally, and they might not understand how to talk about it and what they feeling, but they understand that they lost somebody they love so dearly. You know what I mean? Grandmom was grandmom. Like grandmom was the mom, dad. Like I said, my mom was dad. So it's like we had to be checking in on these kids and making sure they all right and talking to them and, you know, just try to keep my mom's spirit alive, you know, by talking to them and letting them know everything gonna be okay and grandma's still here and she loves you. It's very important. Just talk to y'all kids, talk to each other. You know, y'all need a therapist, get a therapist. And, you know, thank y'all for being here with me today. I know this was a difficult conversation, but I'm glad we got through it. I cried a little bit, but
I'm no
you know, I'm
bitch.
here.
No bitch.
SHX7 clothing line coming soon, and season 1 is a wrap. Thank y'all. We out.